Hi, my name is Rex Beanland, and welcome to this episode of my Tips and Techniques video series. In my workshops for the last few years, the single most enjoyable activity that I've done is to show people how simple it is to create little figures. And I call it the one-stroke method, because what you really do is you take the brush and you push the hairs right into the paper, flatten them, and just drag them a bit. And then you create a mark that has energy, it has broken edges, it's fresh and it's spontaneous. And you just add some legs, some arms, and a head to that, and you have a figure that, or a mark that everybody will read as a figure. And it's really easy to do, and people really enjoy it. That's what I call the one-stroke figure method. Now, occasionally, you want your figures to be more significant in the painting. The one-stroke method gives you, shapes to populate your painting, but they're all very supportive. And occasionally you want some figures to be more of the main actor, and so you want them to stand out. And you need a little bit of a different approach. They need to be a little more refined and defined. And this episode of Tips and Techniques is showing one way to create those types of figures. So I'm calling this One-Stroke Figures Part 2, or the Master Class. And to illustrate this, I'm actually using an excerpt from my new DVD, which I just finished filming. And in it, I have actually two figures that I want to be more the stars of the show. And so I'm illustrating how I approach those two figures in this DVD. So here's the photo of the two main actors that I want to put into this painting. So I'll do that. She's got this dress to there. In fact, it's just a little strap, so we'll just go right in. Let's break up that, it's not entirely orange. In fact, I'm going to add and then the other arm here is actually, the hand is coming up like that. And there's a bit of a hand there. So this is a slightly different approach, really trying to get some detail in there. That's fine. And we'll get the legs in. Run those two shapes together. And the other leg. And I've painted the legs separately, but obviously because I'm touching them, they're going to just go into one shape. But for now, that's just fine. Let's right away integrate the shadow into this. Okay, good. And over here, same thing. She's got her hand up to her face. And we'll do the whole face. And a t-shirt on, so we'll just see part of the neck. The other hand down here. And again, the legs. So one difference, one fact that's making me change my approach a bit is that I'm seeing bare legs. So I can't just do the dry brush effect, but we'll see how it turns out. So, and we'll add a little bit of shadow to her as well. And if the shadow runs in with the foot, that'll probably be helpful. Yeah, I like that. With these figures, I'm still going to play with the idea of giving them white shirts, but they have dark shorts on. So I do want to just add those right now. And this one a little bit higher. And here you can see that I'm blending the colors right on the paper. Might as well take it up right up to that line. And there. Since we're here, I'm going to go with the stripes on her dress, on her blouse actually, her t-shirt. And then just take some water on this side. Just go with the water like that. She kind of has a white t-shirt. I'm going to just put, and again this side will be catching the light, so I'm just putting a little water with a bit of, well, not really any color in it. And I want to just put in a little bit of color. A little too wet, so I'll lift some of that out. Yes. And then bring that down there. Yeah, like that. A little bit over here. Quite a strong shadow under her hat. Don't want to overdo it though. And actually has sunglasses on. And then her hand is there. Try and get two reds in there. A little Lisram crimson. A little water to soften it. And then, actually, let's go with a little bit of orange. There. And then just water. Yeah, nice. The other thing here, I want to just do a little modeling on these girls. I like the way they're far more prominent and far more detailed. But if they're in the light, we're going to have a shadow on one side. And so I'm going to use the same color I used for the skin, basically an orange, with a little more burnt sienna. And I'll just test this. That should be okay. Does that show enough? And then this side of the leg, it's kind of in shadow. And now I'm going to take just water and touch this edge in certain areas to let it blend in a little bit. And this leg, the shadow under the shorts. And by defining this back leg a little more, it actually brings out the front leg. And I'll do the same thing. Just take some water and flow that. And on this one, we'll have the same thing. Just water, and just touch that edge in certain areas to let it bleed a bit. and this one over here. And soften this. And then might as well do the same on the arms. Neck there, and her arm. She's gone a little dark on me here, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. And again, I don't usually put detail, but I think maybe I'll just do the slightest indication of eyes. And this girl is carrying a bag. I think I'll take Cad Orange and Cad Red Light. Give her a bag. And this girl's carrying a bag down here that's, I just think I'll make it dark. And if I do that, perhaps I should just actually give her a strap. Yes, okay. Just a little bit more. She actually has some kind of logo on, so just a bit more of red in there. But take just water and soften it. I think that's it. The full DVD of this fast and loose approach to urban landscape will be available soon, so check out my website, rexbeanland.com.